drones, guided missiles, sophisticated radar systems, and nuclear bombs. These are the systems our advanced technology allows us to access today. We always hope they'll never be used, yet they are constantly visible and knowable technologies. It took us approximately 6,000 years to get from the Sumerians, our first recognized civilization, to the present day. But what if we actually reached these technological heights much earlier? What if the event we call the Great Flood was a global catastrophe that wiped out our highly advanced civilization, forcing us to start over? While this might sound like the premise of a science fiction movie, ancient texts offer extraordinary insights into our past. Perhaps one of the best preserved of these is the Ramayana epic, written millennia ago and originating from the ancient Indian civilization. What makes this epic relevant to our topic, and what recent discoveries are challenging our understanding of history? Let's uncover the truths together. The mystery of Mohenjo Daro. In 1924, a team consisting of a Hindu scholar and Indian archaeologists set out for the Indus Valley, in modern-day Pakistan, to search for the legendary city of Mohenjo Daro, the Hill of the Dead. Excavations eventually unearthed a colossal ancient city, capable of housing around 40,000 people and rivaling the most developed ancient civilizations of its time. However, amidst this great discovery, scientists encountered baffling and, for some, disturbing findings. Despite the city's capacity for 40,000 inhabitants, only 43 detailed skeletons were found. The way these remains were preserved suggested they met their end not through ordinary burial, but a sudden, tragic event. Many were found huddled, entwined, or with signs of severe trauma to their bones. In 1977, after examinations conducted by British researcher David Davenport, signs of destruction due to severe explosions were discovered in certain parts of the city. The intriguing part is that these were not ordinary explosion marks, but evidence consistent with a nuclear blast. The presence of vitrified pottery and melted rocks deepened the mystery surrounding the 43 skeletons. Further examination of the remains confirmed the presence of high levels of radiation. In 2014, mineralogist Dr. Sampath Iyengar began a special study of pottery samples brought from the region. In his report, following the examination, he stated, "The samples brought for analysis generally contain silicon, aluminum, and potassium. To investigate how the materials were formed, Dr. Sampath performed an X-ray crystallography test on the clay tablet. He determined that the tablet had been suddenly exposed to a heat of 3,000 to 4,000 degrees Celsius, since there was no volcanic eruption in the area to generate such heat, and since a civilization of that era would not possess the technology to create temperatures nearly matching the sun's surface. He concluded his official report by stating that the condition arose from a supernatural event, the gods and the Brahmastra. Astonished by these results, archaeologists and historians believe they found the answer in the Ramayana epic, which narrates a war involving gods that took place thousands of years ago. I often speak about beings referred to as gods in my ancient civilization videos, but it's worth recalling, these gods were, according to the accounts, beings of flesh and blood, just like you and me. They were simply more imposing and possessed far more advanced technology than the people of that era. Hence, the ancient people, unable to comprehend their technology, categorized these beings as gods in their epics and incorporated them into their cultures and beliefs. Today, we often refer to these beings as ancient astronauts. According to the Ramayana, the god Vishnu became troubled when the mortal king Ravana grew too powerful and started viewing himself as a god. Consequently, Vishnu took the human form known as Rama and waged war against this power-corrupted king. At the climax of the conflict, Vishnu, in his human form, uses his divine weapon, the Brahma. The terrifying power of the weapon is described in the epic as follows. Once Rama wields the Brahmastra, no defense or army can stop it. It never misses its target and destroys everything in its path with the brightness of dozens of suns. Those who think they escaped its wrath find their hair, nails, and skin falling out. They suddenly age and die. I'm sure these descriptions brought a certain weapon to your mind. The effects described in the epic are the exact effects of an atomic bomb, and after the weapon's use, the army of the mortal king Ravana is annihilated. Some historians assert that the city of Lanka, destroyed by Vishnu's wrath in the epic, is actually Mohenjo. Their theory suggests that this beautiful city, once full of life, gradually acquired its name, meaning Hill of the Dead among the populace, over time due to the post-war nuclear fallout, the archaeological remnants, the radiation encountered in the region, and the phenomena of vitrification, all present findings that support this narrative. Whatever happened, it is a fact that a serious, potentially nuclear event, according to the findings, took place in the region called the Hill of the Dead, rendering the area uninhabitable for that time. However, whether this was caused by a war involving gods, as described in the epic, or a different event, we cannot definitively know yet. Perhaps future investigations will shed light on this mystery. But ancient texts from India aren't the only ones that recount the wars of the ancient gods. In the coming days, with the Anunnaki video, we will examine together the disruptions, the wars, and the technologies deemed impossible at the time, all occurring in the civilizations before the Great Flood. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow for more.